Hello, everyone. I hope that you are having a fabulous Tuesday. Did I tell you all that I was going to finish what I started? I started a series on love letters to my family. And so I did a dear mama, a dear brother, a dear daddy, a dear sister. And most recently, I put out a love letter video to my daughters. And so today I am going to do a love letter video for my husband. um, so we don't even really remember how we met, but it was like 27 years ago. We knew each other and we spent time then. And so we lost contact for about 19 years or so and then reconnected. And babe, I remember our very first conversation. I hung up the phone with you, and I remember talking to one of my girlfriends who's probably going to see this message, and she'll remember. And I remember saying, "Girl, listen, I was just in the presence of a king. I would like, I would like him for myself." And and I remember us just kind of talking about you, and it was just crazy how things just unfolded, and who knew that we would end up together, especially not 27 years ago. I had no idea. But what I want to say, and I'll try to keep this video not very long, but but there are some things that I want to say. Um, One of the things is that when you and I got together, I just remember feeling like I am so glad I did not give up on love. I had, as you know, some really horrible experiences with relationships previous to you, but you showed up at a time where I was still able to receive you and you were able to receive me. And so I'm grateful for the healing and for the process individually that we both went through before we reconnected. So important, right, for us to do individual work before we subject ourselves to other people. So if you know me in real life, you know how much I adore my husband and my children. And so check out the daughter's video before this one, but dear husband, I appreciate that you always have my back. Listen, it does not it does not matter where we are, who we're talking to, what's going on. I know that you got me. Yeah, I know that you will do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm smiling, to make sure that I'm happy, to make sure that I'm pleased. Like you do that for me and forsaking all others. I've seen you do that and have my back, and I appreciate that. I appreciate how you extend my faith. And so I consider myself to be a woman who believes in the power of God and who just believes that all things are possible. But sometimes I need that extra push or I need that extra reminder, and you do that for me. You do that because you absolutely believe in me, you believe in us, and you believe in God's plan for us. And that's just amazing to be a part of, because at some points when we, either one of us, feel like, man, I don't think I can push for it, or I don't want to, or this is not looking quite the way that I thought that it would, we remind each other that life is happening for us and not to us, and that there's some lessons and that there's some blessings in everything that we go through. Thank you for that. And you know how I truly needed that on this day. And I just appreciate it. Um, I have never, ever been with anybody who is so proud to be with me. Babe, you are so proud of me. I'm telling you, and we have seen this, right? When I meet people who knew you before me, or um, who know that we're married, but maybe they haven't met me quite yet. And I hear the same story over and over and over again about how my husband talks about me. If you talk to him for more than 5 minutes, I'm coming up. This ring is coming up. Something is coming up regarding me. And I just have never felt so safe and so secure in my marriage. It just speaks volumes when someone not just appreciates you around the house, but publicly or wherever we are. Man, you don't mind showing me off, and you don't mind that I am intelligent, or that I own my own business, and that I do all of these things. It's like, man, you are my biggest cheerleader, and you always are there. You are always trying to enhance me and appreciating my growth. And I love you for that. You see, I got my notes. um, I also appreciate the fact that you offer yourself without hesitation and without any stipulations or any conditions. When I need a hug, I get a hug. When I need to be close, I get to be close. Whenever, and we do that for each other. But that is so important to me. I remember writing like a little blurb on what I wanted my husband to be like. And part of that statement or that affirmation was that he gives of himself freely and without condition. And God definitely answered that prayer, because there are times when I just I just need a shoulder to cry on, or I just need someone to make me giggle, or and you definitely are that person, or is that person for me. Um, you support my growth. You encourage my healing. And that could be talking to other people. Like, you trust that I won't put us in harm's way. And so when I have a situation that I need to talk about, you also trust the person that I am seeking counsel from, or who I'm seeking an outlet from. Now, most of the time, you are that person. And I appreciate that I can talk to you about anything. And it's just good to know that we are best friends, and that we communicate all the time. As a matter of fact, most people probably would wonder, like, how do y'all still have anything to say? But we do, and I just enjoy our time together. Um, I love that you're my partner. Yeah, we are always working on something together. And I like that. I like that you don't mind us having goals and aspirations and building things together. It is never, I'm going to do this just for me, without consideration of the other person. Now, we do have our, times where we just want to, chill by ourselves, or read by ourselves, or whatever, go out with my girlfriends. But it is always with the other person's um, best interest at heart. Um, I appreciate that you are such a fine example of a husband for our daughters. I haven't always given them the best example. And I remember when you and I got together, I remember pulling the girls together on the couch, and I remember saying, girls, listen, you need to look at your mama now, because I'm showing you something, right? And your way of communicating with me, your way of handling me is just second to none. You know, not being aggressive, not being rough, being patient, being kind, being understanding, just really zooming in on what I need in whatever given moment. I want that for my daughters. And if they marry someone who makes them feel the way that you make me feel, if they marry someone who helps create a life for them in the way that you have for me, I will sleep, listen, like a baby every night. And I'd rather do that than to be up pacing the floor, praying and crying and wondering if they're okay. I know that if they follow my example this time, they will listen. They will be okay. I like the way that, I just love the way that you see the world. And I love to see, to hear how you think about things and how you process things and how you word things, and just seeing the world through your eyes and filtered through your brain and your processes and your heart. It just is something amazing to see. I am incredibly grateful, like forever grateful, that I have an opportunity to walk along this journey with you. And I know people, listen, people are always like, hey, y'all are like this now. Y'all need to wait for, I remember them saying, like, wait till y'all been married for 2 years. Wait till y'all been married for 5 years. Wait till y'all been married. And we just keep on going about our business. We keep on loving each other. We keep on loving on each other. And we keep God first in our marriage. And it's so beautiful. You know, most people feel like they have to die to go to heaven. And because of you, I'm experiencing just a piece of heaven right here on this earth. And I never thought that that would be possible. I always wanted it. I always hoped for someone who would just love me, and that we could build things together, and that I could love. I could love without reservation. I could love without feeling like I'm being used, or I know he's not going to abuse me, or I know he's not going to take advantage of my heart or my kindness or my generosity. And I just don't have to worry about that with you. I know that you got me. And out of all 10 billion people on this earth, I'm so incredibly blessed that I get to do life with you. And I, without question, choose you every single day, every single moment of every single day. And yeah, I want to keep doing that. All right, so I love you so much. And I thought this video wasn't going to be very long, but anyway, I hope that this finds its way to you. I'm sure that it will, because who's my #1 cheerleader and loves all videos? If there's only one view, you can go ahead and guess who that is. I love you so much, sweetheart, and I'm grateful that that you are my husband and that I am your wife. Take care.